Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing okay today and that you're ready for some writing. It's been a while since we had a writing stream actually, so I'm excited. It's also been a while since I wrote anything in my story, so I feel kind of disconnected to it a bit. I just going to start a new chapter today and I'm not entirely sure what to write actually, so this might be the one stream where I don't clickety-clack a lot and just stare at the screen. I hope not, but it might be the case. So I have been talking about making a Discord server, and that is on its way. Currently I have it up actually, but before I'm sharing the link with all of you guys, I want to test a few more things. I'm trying to we have a bot that is supposed to share whenever I go live, when I upload stuff on YouTube. And I noticed that I did it wrong because I changed the name of the roles and stuff like that. So it works, but it also doesn't work. And now I'm not entirely sure. And it didn't announce the live stream now, so I am a bit concerned about that, so we will see. Maybe it will announce once this stream is over and the VOD goes up. I have actually no idea how it works. Yeah. So it's coming, the link is coming up today. I'm going to share today on the community tab. I just want to talk a bit more with my mods and see if we can solve this issue before we give the link to you guys. But if I can't solve it, then I will just post manually there so that you guys will get notified either way. You won't get a ping for it then, but at least it will be there. But yeah, hopefully we can make it work. That would be the best option, but we will see, we will see. And don't worry, Kimberly, you're not late at all. I just started, so you are actually in perfect time, I would say. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. We were sitting I thought it was going to take a short time, but it took several hours just to set up everything. I was exhausted yesterday, and today I'm having a really bad neck and headache because of it, because as you know, my neck is quite fragile, and sitting at my computer for that long and not taking any breaks in between, not a good idea. So I'm a bit low on energy today. Not sure if my brain is going to be able to do any writing at all. I'm going to try my best, but yeah, a bit low on energy. Also, my stomach is being mean as well today, so yeah. And in general, I had a day. I'm not going to go into any details because I don't want to talk about it really with strangers on the internet, but yeah, I've had a day. So that's how the situation is right now. But I'm excited to get some writing done, hopefully at least, or at least try to get some writing done. I'm excited to hang out with you guys for a bit. And I'm excited to share the Discord link with you guys as well, and hopefully a working one with all the bots and stuff set up correctly, but it is a work in progress, so yeah. So yeah, I am going to write on chapter 20 today of my story. It's going to be from Lucy, my main character's point of view. And he's going to find out some stuff, and that's about all I know about this chapter. I feel like I am very badly prepared for this today. Usually I'm way more prepared, but it's been hectic in my life, so I haven't really had time to think about it, and yeah, so I will have to just improvise a bit, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I don't really have anything else I need to bring up. So how do you guys feel? Are you starting to feel ready to start the first sprint, or how are you feeling? I'm always badly prepared when I want to write. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Kimberly. Definitely. It's a struggle. I know I often like try to plan when I want to write, but very often I don't know what I'm going to write. But usually for my writing streams, I try to prepare beforehand. Like, oh, I'm going to have like this chapter. It's going to be from this character's point of view. I want kind of this to happen. But yeah, right now, I don't know. I'm a bit stumped. It's a good thing I know from whose point of view I'm going to write, I guess. So yeah. And I hope my model looks fine. I'm trying to look at her. I think it looks kind of fine because I had some more tech issues yesterday. Or not really. It was me being a dum-dum, and I uninstalled Steam and therefore I uninstalled VTube Studio. So all my settings that I had done with my eyes to not look super tired all the time, it was, yeah, I had to redo it. So, yeah. I'm confused about my own work, but shall see how it goes. Yeah, we will see how it goes. We do our best. I mean, and as I always say, progress is progress. Even if you only write one word, it's still better than nothing. And even if you write nothing, you have thought about it at least. So yeah, it's we're here to make some progress, and I think we will, no matter what shape or form that progress will take. My job is easier in that case. I'm just making copies of your content. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's creative enough. I feel, Duder. It definitely is. It's an art to make nice shorts that people wants to watch. So, again, as I've said multiple times, I'm very grateful for the help. I mean, if you do the manual post, you can ping the role also. Can I? Maybe I can. You will have to teach me more Discord stuff, Quill and Day. You're my Discord expert, so... But yeah, we will work something out at least. That's for sure. So yeah. Eyes look fine. You're very smiley, it seems. Well, I am smiling. I am actually smiling IRL too, so I mean, it's accurate. I'm happy to be here, guys. I'm very happy. It's, as I said earlier this week, I'm happy to be back into streaming. I'm happy to feeling well again. I'm happy that the scuff is behind us. And yeah, I'm just ready to kickstart 2025 and just, yeah, have a really good streaming year with you guys. Also, can you hear my laptop? It is blowing so hard, like it sounds like I'm on the beach right now. It's working hard. Not dying though, like my old laptop. That one was struggling. This one is just it's just a heavy breather in general, so I think it's fine. You can't hear it? Okay, well that's good at least. I actually heard it on the VOD yesterday. Not yesterday, whenever the VOD, last VOD came out, and I was going to like do the timestamps for it, I noticed immediately, like when I clicked start and enter this screen, I could hear the wind blow for a while, and I was like, oh god. But it is what it is. At least things are working, so. And apparently you can't hear it, so that's good, that's good. That means it's not a big problem, at least. If you guys ever do hear it, it's might only be for a while. I think I can, but it's very subtle. Okay, well that's good, that's good. As long as it's not annoying. If it would be an annoying thing, I would have to look into some OBS settings, but I would rather not, because we all know how I am with tech, and it's scary. And I feel like I'm very happy with my settings right now, with my mic and everything, so I wouldn't want to do anything to change it. Because I would break it immediately. But yeah, so are we feeling ready to write? If there is anyone new here, I'm not currently looking at the numbers on YouTube, so I have no idea. But if there is, what we usually do is we start like this. We just sit down and say hello and talk for a while. And then we do a writing sprint for 25 minutes. And during that time, I am not looking at or answering chat whatsoever. But you are still free to write if you want to. I'm not forcing anyone to write on their projects or do other creative stuff, but you are encouraged to, because this is very much like a workshop stream rather than entertainment stream. So I would imagine if you're not working on something, it's not very entertaining to watch, but I mean, you do you. So yeah, 25 minutes writing sprint, and then we talk some more, talk about how it went, and sometimes about something else entirely. We usually, for some reason, we always seem to talk about the weather. So we might talk about the weather, and then we do. Well, usually we actually take a break as well, because I like my stretchy breaks. And then we do another sprint for 25 minutes, and then we do like another talk, and then we say goodbye. So that's usually how it goes. So yeah, TV makes everything sound weird, and I do have my own motor next to me, so I can you and you alone. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sounds are interesting. TV makes everything sound weird. That's funny. But yeah, let's start. Yeah, I got that was what you meant, Fia, that you could hear me and just me. I'm just gonna pick up the time on my phone and set that right. I had not prepared that either. I'm so ill prepared, guys. My God. There. So now my phone is ready to start the countdown as well. So I am going to put up the text here. And then I'm going to start the timers. So good luck everyone and have fun. Alright. There we go. First sprint done. So it was not a complete waste of time for me. I actually got some words down, which I'm happy about. Although I feel like I bullshitted a lot and I'm getting so confused. I feel like my main character right now, like, so confused as to what I am even writing. I'm like, how does this make any sense at all? Might have to go back and edit a lot, we will see. It is slightly confusing, but maybe that's a good thing. I am writing like from the one who is teaching my main character some stuff now is a fairy. And we all know how fairies are. They are a bit strange creatures, and it makes sense that she isn't that clear about what's going on. So maybe it's not that weird that I'm feeling just as confused as my main character right now? Question mark? Yeah, it's been a lot of clickety-clacks actually, so yeah, that's... I'm happy about that. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to get anything written, but yeah, I managed to get down some words. I'm gonna see actually how many. I'm a bit curious. Let's see. 614, so that's quite alright, I would say. So that's good. I have gotten nothing down. Thoughts and planning has happened. Well, that's also good. Thoughts and planning is an important part of the writing process, so yeah. Do be happy about that too, Fia. Don't feel bad. Sometimes all we do is think and planning, and that's also good. Like, it has to be done. You can't bullshit a whole book. I mean, you can try, but it won't be very good, sadly. I've gotten a tiny bit down. Well, that's good, Kimberly. That's awesome. I now have 4 documents instead of 3. Why are they going up? Oh, God. Well, maybe having 4 documents will help you somehow, Fia. I don't know, actually. I have everything like in one document, and then I have like one notepad in my phone with like my idea of a structure for this book. Although I feel like I've already went away from that structure, so I don't know. Might have to go back and do it all over again and see. But yeah, I have a semblance of a plan, but I'm not sure if it's a great plan. So yeah. Meanwhile, no planning done at all. Well, that's also fine. Always are good ways, I would say. I mean, I'm in no shape or form an expert at writing. I have done it for quite a while, but like yeah, I'm not published. I am no expert. I'm just doing like what works for me, and I know that the process looks different for everyone. So I feel like we should try to not compare ourselves too much to each other, because I feel like that will only lead to panic and heartbreak, and maybe even jealousy. Like, oh, why do you write so many words when I cannot, and blah blah blah. It's not about that. Like, everyone's process is different, and I feel like we should be proud of whatever little progress we do. So yeah. Fia, you should put them in plastic sleeves. Maybe that stops them from reproducing. I'm not sure that's how it works, Day, sadly. And hello, Mayor Day. Hello, welcome to the stream. But yeah, as I said, don't feel bad about if you do little or like anything. Feel proud of whatever you do. If you do a lot, great, that's awesome. Feel super proud of yourself. But like, also, if you just do thinking and planning or just write one word, then that's also fine. Like, it's writing a book, it takes time, it takes a lot of effort, and a lot of different stages as well. So yeah. Seems I can send messages from my PC. Oh, that's not good, Dudor. That's very weird. I wonder if that's connected to like your internet problems, maybe. What topic am I talking about? Writing. This is a writing stream. We just had our first writing sprint, and right now we're currently having our break that we have, and well, we talk about how it went, and I wrote many more words than I was expecting, and Fia has gotten more documents of planning, so it's, yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. I've listened to you sing sucking probably 500 times in the last 25 minutes. Oh god, that out of context, my god. Dudor is making my shorts for me, my gaming shorts, and I'm currently playing Final Fantasy VIII as one of my games that I'm playing, and well, if you know anything about that game, it is that you are drawing magic from enemies, and well, we have started to call that sucking, because basically that is what it is. We suck the magic out of them, and it has become a very reoccurring, kind of inappropriate, but also very funny joke, so yeah. Empress, oh hi, welcome, welcome. I write military science fiction about space marines drinking Bud Light in the years 2199. Oh, okay, sounds interesting. Science fiction is actually a genre that I would want to read more, but I haven't really gotten to it. I'm more of a fantasy person. But I do have one science fiction book in my shelf, actually, Red Rising, which I haven't read yet, but I am very eager to get to it eventually. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. And no, I'm not writing a poem. I'm trying to write a book, actually. So yeah, poetry. Not really my thing. I can appreciate poetry. I could never write it though, because I feel like, yeah, I'm not. I'm not a very like flowery type of person when it comes to writing. So I feel like if I were trying to write poetry, it would not be very good. I'm more direct in my writing style, I feel. So yeah. Said I can't watch that often. Oh, that's too bad, Kimberly. But like, that's why I have VODs still. So you can always watch the VODs in afterwards if you want to. So, but yeah, I'm happy it took you a year of streaming before you got to Final Fantasy VIII, as you would have most likely avoided a lot of the jokes early days. Yeah, probably. I definitely feel more secure as a streamer after this year has passed, and I feel like I have become more and more of myself, actually. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have made a sucky joke early on, but yeah, it is what it is now. So. Let's see. Kim's too busy with Genshin to watch anything. Not true, okay. It's the cold weather makes the northern European types cold and direct. Maybe that's maybe you're onto something there, actually. Could be. Although I do think we have some poets around here too. But yeah, not really my thing. Like, I can appreciate it when I see it, but yeah, I'm definitely more direct, and I think I prefer reading more direct stories too, actually. Like, I do enjoy flowery language, it's pretty, but I feel like I'm more, I don't know, I guess I'm like with my gaming, I'm very impatient. And I feel like I might be that way with books too, like I want stuff to happen, so I like more fast-paced stories rather than like flowery, beautiful writing styles. So yeah, busy with work usually. Yeah, I know the feeling, Kimberly, that's a mood. That's why I'm not streaming as often as I would want to, because work. And then I have to rest as well, even though I do enjoy this a lot, but I'm also a big introvert, so I need a lot of alone time to recharge. So that's why we only stream one day on the weekend and not both days, sadly. But maybe in the future, maybe I can make this my full-time job if I'm very lucky. I know the chance is very small, but a girl can dream, right? What is the topic of the book that you're writing? Is this a story or psychology? It's a story. It's a fantasy story. It's about vampires. I mean, big surprise on me being a vampire VTuber. I love vampires. So it's about, like, in short, there are two vampire nations that are in conflict with one another. Think of it like a Cold War. And now they are trying to bridge that conflict by having a competition for the princess's hand in marriage. Well, a lot of other stuff is going on. It's going to be some romance, a lot of magic that is awakening, and yeah, a lot of stuff actually is going to happen. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil anything, but that's in short what it's about. I don't really even know how to write flowery at all. Yeah, me neither. Like, my brain just can't. Like, when I read it, I'm like, oh, I would want to be able to write like that. But whenever I sit down and write, like, I struggle to just remember what are words, you know. So, and hello, Omiko, welcome. Writing flowery, or as I would like to call it, word vomiting. I'm not entirely agreeing with you there, Fia. Like, it can be, it depends. Like, I know there's a meme about Tolkien, for example, that he can describe a tree for like multiple pages. That I don't consider flowery. That is word vomiting. But I feel like some writers manage to write very beautifully while also getting the story done. Although I'm definitely not one of those people. I'm more direct, because when I write, I tend to forget what words are. As pretty much the same as when I'm speaking. What are words? Can we just do Ooga Booga language instead? Just point at stuff. Yeah, don't give up your dream to climb the corporate ladder like I did. You will regret it. You should title it Corporate Interview with a Vampire. Oh god, no. No. And yeah, I'm having big dreams, but I'm also trying to be realistic. Like, it's, right now streaming is very much of a hobby that I'm enjoying a lot, but it would be nice to be able to work with it someday, so I'm holding on to that dream. Pretty much the same with my writing dream. I want to be able to be an author and maybe live from that one day, but that chance is also very small, so... But you kind of need to have dreams, I feel. Like, life without dreams would be quite boring if you just, like, try to be super realistic at what is possible and what is not possible. I feel like you would be very depressed if you let things stop you like that. And I mean, someone's gotta do it. I mean, I think probably every, like, creative person that is working with it full time has been told that no, don't try to work in the creative field. Don't be a singer. Don't be a guitar player. You can't there's no money in that. You can't do it. Just get a day job and live with that. And yeah, that is sound advice, because it is hard to make it in a creative field, but it's not impossible. People have done it and people keep doing it. It's just about perseverance and luck and talent. So yeah, I'm holding on to my dreams, although I know that it might never happen, but it's nice to dream. It's nice to have something that you want to accomplish in life, so yeah. I'm sorry if my English is bad because my stomach hurts and my brain isn't working properly. Oh, that's too bad, Umiko. I know you said that your stomach hurted a couple of days ago too, so I hope it gets better soon. I really hope that. It's not good. I have the full Lord of the Ring book, and my lord, is it difficult to read? I have never actually gotten to reading it. I want to. It's in my shelf, It's on my TBR, but I have not gotten to it yet. Like with basically all my books, honestly. Yeah, I've heard horror stories about that freaking tree. So yeah, but I want to read it. I have read The Hobbit and I enjoyed that one, but that's more of a children's book. So yeah. Yeah, talking about vampire, are you a vampire really exists in real world? I mean, yeah, I'm here. I'm a vampire. If they do actually exist in the real world and not just in a virtual world, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Kim, what do you mean? Don't you want 2 pages of description on a road? Yeah, that's what I've heard about Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, ooh. Being the impatient person that I am, I feel like it could be a struggle to read it. Lolly, I have a book with Unga Bunga language. Wanna try it? Yeah. Is that the one that you have been talking about before, like the one with the caveman? That is also like very smutty. Because if that's the case, no, thank you. I think I can live without that. Gonna reread Lord of the Rings someday. Haven't read the book since I was a teen. Well, that's better than me at least. I have not read them. I feel like I should have, being a huge fantasy fan as I am, but yeah, haven't gotten to it. Gotta work hard. Most people can't support themselves on creative work in the beginning. That is true. That is very true. It's not something that happens overnight for most people. So yeah, gotta be very lucky to do that. Exactly, Duder. It is a harsh reality, but as I said, dreams are nice, so I'm not going to let it bother me in the slightest. I'm enjoying myself, and yeah, my dreams can make me feel better when I'm having a shitty day at work, so yeah. All I remember from the Lord of the Rings book are 5-10 pages of poems in Elvish. Oh god, that sounds like something. Oh, it's another one. It's sci-fi. Oh, okay. Might be interesting then for you. It might be interesting. It's hard to get foreign books in Japan. I have enough sheet music to open a shop. Oh, really? I see. Yeah. My god, I'm losing words. Again, what are words? I don't even know what I was going to say there. My thought just went out my brain immediately. I was about to say something, but it's gone now, so I don't know. Are you like to read horror manga in the manga about origin of Dracula? Not entirely sure if I understand the question, but horror, no. That's not really my genre. I am intrigued by horror. I would want to read more horror, but I'm a chicken. I'm a big chicken. I get scared so easily. Dracula, though, is on my list of books to read. I have not read it yet. I feel ashamed of myself for that, because, as I said, I'm a huge vampire fan. I would love to read it, but I have like over 200 books on my want-to-read list, so it's hard to prioritize, I feel. But yeah, no, I have not read Dracula, and yeah, horror as a genre is not for me. I get too scared. I want to try reading some horror, but I'm scared to do it as well, because, yeah. It's better than managing DevOps and life cycles in the corporate world 60 hours a week. Yeah. Yeah, whenever I'm at my job, I feel like it's sucking the soul out of me, and it's not that I don't even like my job. I am actually quite happy with the job I'm having. It's a nice job and I'm enjoying it, but my problem is that I'm forced to be there. I have to be there even if I don't feel like it, and I have to be there for 8 hours a day, no matter how I feel, no matter what I would rather want to do, and it's just... that's the soul-sucking part, I feel. Like, you don't have a choice of your own life, and if you want vacation, you have to ask first. You can't just go anywhere and do it. You have to ask your boss, you have to ask your colleagues, you have to ask your cat. No, but like, you have to ask someone else. Someone else is always in control of your life, and that's the part I don't like about it. Like, I want to be my own boss. I want to have freedom to decide my own life, you know. But yeah. I do enjoy my job though, but I kind of wish it was more like in Persona, that you can go when you need money and no one questions if you don't go the other days. I actually managed to find a Swedish book or paper in Japan when I was there. It was very random. That sounds very random. Yeah, I don't think we went into any bookstores right when we were there, Fia, but I think we looked into one when we were like on the street, and I was a bit tempted to go in, but then I was like, well, I do not know how to read those letters, so yeah, feels kind of pointless, but yeah. Nosferatu was cool though. Yeah, me and Duder was actually at the cinema a couple of weeks ago and watched Nosferatu, and that one was really good. That was really good actually, and it was a horror movie. It definitely was, and it was a bit creepy. I got like all the jump scares got me, and it was a bit creepy as well. But it was really good. So, I mean, if it's the right type of horror, I could be interested. So yeah. What's your favorite genre? Do you mean journey? Journey, probably. Yeah, my favorite journey. I don't know. That's a difficult one. I did enjoy being in Japan a lot. Japan was nice. It was very nice. I love that, and I would love to go back. Although I am a bit scared because the last time I was on vacation abroad, which was not a long flight like to Japan, because it's like, I don't even remember, was it like 8 hours flight or something like that? It was very long. But last time I went abroad, I went to Rhodes, and that resulted in a blood clot in my leg, which was like a result of flying and also birth control pills. And that combination gave me a blood clot, and now I'm kind of scared to fly. And yeah, especially like a long flight to a country like Japan, because it takes several hours to get there, and yeah, I will be terrified of getting another clot. But I would want to go back. I did enjoy it a lot, but I also like being on roads. I like sun vacations, being a bit contradictory here, being a vampire and all, but I like being on, like, just laying in the sun and relaxing and just listening to the waves and stuff, so yeah. But if I have to pick a favorite journey, probably Japan. I really enjoyed that. It was really cool. It was very memorable. And also seeing the Square Enix building for myself, like like being such a geek, I love Square Enix games, as you probably know if you follow my channel. So it was so cool to see that building in real life. Like, I was fangirling over a building. So yeah. Yeah, my cat's opinion about my vacation is most important, and he's very vocal about it. Like, he does not want to go with me because he hates riding in a car, but also he doesn't want me to leave, so. Yes, Empress, I'm a dork. I definitely am. I'm a geek. I am proud, and I'm proud of it. So. Can I ask a question? Are you like cat? You mean if I am like a cat or if I like cats? Both, I would say yes. I'm a proud cat mom, so I have a cat here. No, he's here, by the way. I thought it was in the living room, but he's here behind me, sleeping. He's the stream mascot. So yes, I am a proud cat mom, and I do feel like if I identify to any animal at all, it is definitely a cat. Independent, don't want to hang around with people too much, and I want everything to be my way. And when it's not, I'm going to be mad about it. So yeah. Vampires are popular in Japan too, especially for girls. Vampires are awesome. Vampires are amazing. In all shapes or forms, except for Twilight. Twilight is... I mean, it has its charms, but I feel like it's... As vampire fiction... Nah, not great. But I do enjoy like both modern vampires with like a lot of romance, and the vampires being like hot creatures, very sexy creatures. But I also do enjoy like the horror version of vampires, like being this creepy, scary creatures. I like it both, actually. So yeah, I like vampires in all shapes and forms, honestly. So you like Blade, gotcha. I actually don't think have I seen Blade? I might have seen like one Blade movie. I don't remember. I might have watched it with my ex. We did watch some. Is Blade the vampire that is also like a vampire hunter? Or is that something else? I might have watched one movie or two, maybe. I don't really remember it. Oh god, Nosferatu, the most sexy vampire. No. Day, have you seen that movie? Because, my god. I do find it so interesting that it's actually Bill Skarsgård that is playing Nosferatu, because he was not recognizable at all. Like, as Pennywise in It, he's actually a bit more recognizable, but in Nosferatu, no, oh my god, they nailed his design. Like, that was creepy as heck. And also, like, I must say, when we're speaking about, like, creepy and vampires and stuff, the sounds in that movie, like when he was sucking blood, oh my god, the sound design on that, it was so nasty, guys. Like, it was giving me the ick, and it was so good. It was so freaking good. If you haven't watched Nosferatu, I really recommend you watching it. It's great. It's actually really... Yes, Fia, it was like a big slurp. He was really slurping that shit up, and it was so good. Okay, so that is Blade. Okay, yeah. Then I have probably watched two movies, I think, like 1 and 2. I don't remember anything of it, but I do think I liked it. It was enjoyable enough, so yeah. But my memory is of that movie is gone. I think it might be because that relationship was kind of bad for me. So I think my brain is just repressing everything about that relationship. Lolly Limbus Company has slightly renamed vampires. Oh, really? Really? I am going to play that game one day, Quill. I promise. I will get to it eventually. But one thing you need to know about me, when I say I'm going to do something eventually, I do mean it every time. But it might take time as well, because I have a lot on my plate. And my mood also tends to fluctuate a lot, so yeah, I might be like, oh, this is the game I'm doing next, the one day. And then when I get to that day, it's like, nah, but I don't feel like it, you know? So... The first movie is best, rest star, okay, yeah. Usually how it is, I feel. With a lot of movies, there aren't a lot of sequels that are as good or even better. In some cases, but mostly not. And yeah, it is necessary to drink blood as a vampire. I'm a bad vampire like that. I don't drink blood. I try to live entirely of human food. Might be why I'm having so many issues with my bodies. My bodies. I don't have multiple bodies. I have one body. My god, Lolly, what are you talking about? So yeah. Typical introvert, yeah. I 100% an introvert. Shakes the bag of treats and goes pss, 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 next to Limbus. But before I go to Limbus, Quill, I want to play the Library of Liurnia, or whatever it's called, the one that is before. But I need to get to it first, and I'm currently I'm playing Metaphor, so it's going to take a bit of time. Body swapping detected, yeah. Oops. I mean, I kind of do have multiple bodies. I have a virtual body and I have a real body, so yeah. She still hasn't read Empire of the Vampire after years at this point, and yes, I'm mad about that. It's on my shelf, at least. It's on my shelf. I am going to read it. It has been on my TBR before I got you that book, Dudor, so don't worry. It's on my list. It's taking time. It's taking time. Everything about me is taking time. I'm a slow poke with everything, so yeah. Oh yeah, Ruina. That's what it was called. Thank you. I know it was something like that. It was kind of close, wasn't it? What are you to do if you reach the 1K followers? Oh god, I honestly don't know. I would be very happy. I mean, right now I'm trying to reach 500 because that's the first step for monetization, because then I can actually get memberships, which would be nice because I would want to have like specific emotes for the chat. I feel like that would make the streams more personalized and like bring the community closer together as well. So right now I'm currently trying to get to 500, which is would be exciting in its own. And also if I got to 1,000, I would be even more happy. But to be honest, I'm super happy with the followers I have. I'm so proud. Like when I started this, I was not even sure if I would enjoy streaming. Like it was very much a gamble. It was more of like I feel tired of my daily routine. I want to do something. I want to give myself a chance at like doing something that I enjoy for a living. And like I said, I wasn't even sure if I was going to enjoy it. And it turned out I fell in love with it. It's been lovely. I am having so much fun. I met so many nice people, and yeah, it's been great. So it's for me right now, at least, it's more about the journey than the destination. Like I am trying to enjoy myself as much as possible. I get happy for every single subscriber that follows me. Like I am so happy and so thankful to each and every one of you. And when I get to 500, I will be super happy. I will be thrilled because it is like my next goal. And after that, 1,000 will be my next goal after that. And that would be great if I ever get that far. But like I'm super happy whenever I get just one new subscriber. So every subscriber is a celebration for me, honestly. So I'm not sure what I would do. Like I guess when I get there, I might do some, because I did when I got to 50 subscribers, I had a celebration stream. So like when I get to 500 and 1,000, I might do some more celebration streams. So yeah, I haven't really thought about what I would do. I would be really happy and probably like kicking my feet and giggling a lot and be like a menace to everyone who knows me. Like, oh my god, I did it, you know? But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I'm going to read it, then she buys more books. Well, yeah, of course. I'm a book addict. What do you want from me? It's who I am. It's written in my DNA. I have to buy more books. I need them in my shelf. Even if I never will get to read them, I want them. I need them. But for all good things, you also have a hellspawn known as Quill lurking on you. That is awesome. That is one of the best things that have happened to me, Quill. I'm super grateful for you, just so you know. Thank you for sharing your emotion and keep smiling and never give up. We always support you. Thank you. Thank you. You are so kind. You are so kind. I collect books I never read just to decorate my library office. That is a mood. That is a mood. I enjoy buying books just because they are pretty. I mean, often I never bought books just because they are pretty, but if I like stand and try to pick between two books, I go with the prettier one because, yeah, I know I might never get to read them because, as I said, I have over 200 books on my to read list. Even more probably because, like, I have over 200 books on my TBR list on Goodreads. Then I have my 3 bookshelves at home with mostly unread books as well. So I would guess it's more around like maybe 350 books or something like that I want to read. And I read very slowly. It's usually like 1 book per month. So, you know. I'm kind of the same, got a ton of books that I might not read. I feel like it's very typical for readers. Like, that's why there's so many memes about it. Like, we just buy books and never read them. Because we buy new books instead. I bought a shelf of books from a bookstore that was closing because I liked the shelf. Oh, really? That's really nice. Yeah? Yeah, I feel like, especially with books, I'm just... I can splurge so much. Like, it's funny because when I was together with my mom a couple of years ago, we were doing a vacation in England. And most of the shopping I did there was books. I think I bought 7 books. And it wasn't that I couldn't buy them in Sweden. I could have, but I wanted them. so my bag was just full of books when we were going home. Yeah. And I did not have time. I still haven't read. I have read 1 of them. No, wait. I read 2 of them. I read 2 of them. So yeah. And I wouldn't agree there. Well, England is not dreary. England is very nice, actually. And especially when we were there, it was especially nice. It was really hot. It was that like super hot summer when they were like warning about the heat and stuff. It was super hot. And we were actually there to go to... Oh god, I don't remember what it's called. No, wait. The Great Yorkshire Show. We were going to, like this big agricultural fair. That was really nice. It was fun. We got to see, like, I never in my life thought I would ever see a sheep shedding contest. Like, that was just the coolest and most bizarre thing I have ever experienced in my life. And I sat, both me and my mom were like glued to the bench and just be like, what are we even watching? This is so amazing. We need to see how this goes, who wins. It was really fascinating. And yeah, and mom also got to meet with like that famous vet from that one veterinary show that I don't know what it's called because I'm not watching those shows, but my mom is crazy about them. And got to take like a picture with him, so that was a lot of fun too. England is perfect vampire weather, said from a Brit. Yeah, it wasn't when we were there though. It was sunny the whole time and super hot, but it was nice. I've been to London as well one time, and that was a bit more like normal England weather. I guess it was never raining, but it was a bit more like cloudy, I guess. So yeah. I went to visit the Ace Cafe in London. That was the only interesting thing I saw there. I ate at Burger King. Oh really? I think it was a lot of interesting things to watch in London, but I mean it depends on what you're interested in, of course. But I was there with my ex, so I don't. Again, it's one of those things I don't really remember a lot of because I feel like I have suppressed a lot of things about my ex and the time with him because yeah, it was not a good time. But we were taking like a tourist bus and we went to that Ferris wheel and yeah, we saw a lot of interesting things and we did some good shopping as well at Primark. So Primark is awesome. I wish we had that in Sweden. I love Primark so much. I could go to England just for Primark, honestly. No, you're really smart. You really read that much book. I mean, I never read that much book. I wouldn't say I'm smart. I'm not really reading those types of books. Like it's very much just entertainment books. So I wouldn't say I'm smart for it. I think I have a good vocabulary, that's for sure, even though I never know how to use it, but it's somewhere back there in my brain. But smart, it depends. Probably not from reading a lot of books. I think I might have a lot of empathy from reading a lot of books, though. I can like put myself a lot in other shoes. From reading a lot of different stories and putting myself in the character's shoes. But so I mean that's emotional smartness, I guess. But yeah. I think it's time for a stretchy break, guys. We've been talking a lot. It's nice to be able to sit down and talk a lot, even though we haven't gotten a lot of writing down because of it. But it's really nice to just sit here and relax and just have a chat with you guys. It's super nice. But my neck is starting to protest a bit, so I think it's time that we do a short stretchy break, and then we continue. But do keep writing in chat, talk to each other, and if there's something else you want to talk with me about, write it. I will be back soon. So don't go anywhere, but if you want to, do take a time to stretch as well. It is not good to sit still for too long, as you know. Risk of blood clots, I'm saying that from experience, so but yeah, we'll see each other soon, so don't leave, I will be back. Hello, I am back. I hope everyone had a nice break. That was very much needed on my part. Let's see, what are we writing in chat? Meanwhile, me sitting on my desk chair for 10 hours straight almost. That is not healthy, Kimberly. Do take care of your veins. It's important. I know that in this generation, this day and age, I wanted to say, we sit down a lot. I do too. Like, I sit still a lot at my work, but it's not healthy. And I do feel like I still have issues from my leg after the blood clot. Like, even though I have recovered, and I noticed that on those days when I'm working and my legs are hanging down a lot and I don't move a lot, I actually feel a lot more pain from my leg during that time. So yeah, it's definitely important to move around. I've been walking around in my apartment this whole time. That's good, Dudor. Bonus points to you. Oh, you're from India, Mayor. I see. That's nice. Lolly needs your veins to be in prime condition. I mean, yeah. But I do say it because I care about you, not because I have any ulterior motives. No. I should take care to keep them as healthy as possible. That's good, Kimberly. That's awesome. By the way, I was thinking when I was out doing my stretches, speaking of books, is anyone reading anything good right now? I'm about currently to finish. I'm reading 2 books right now. I'm rereading The Cruel Prince, which is for multiple reasons. One is that it is one of my absolute favorite books. I think it's amazing. But I also want to reread it because I want to refresh myself on the story before I move on to the Stolen Heir duology. And also I am reading book, let's see, is it book 3 or 4? I think it's 4 of Heaven Official's Blessing as well. And I'm also almost finished with that one, so I am going to finish both of them quite soon, I think. I am hoping to finish The Cruel Prince this weekend. Can recommend you to read it if you haven't, it's amazing. Too busy gaming / working? Ah, I see. Well, it's basically for me too. I try to read like at least a chapter every night before I go to bed, as long as I get to bed early enough. Sometimes I just get to bed too late and I have to sleep immediately if I'm going to get any sleep done. But yeah, I try to get at least 1 chapter read every evening. Apparently garlic reduces the chance of clots. So is it a vampire plot to make people protect themselves with garlic so they're easier to numb? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna tell. I won't tell everything about all vampire secrets. I won't betray my kind. I feel like I already told you guys too much. Like, you know that I'm able to walk in the sun and everything. Like, you know too much. This is bad. I seen that one in the bookstore I work at. Oh yeah, you work at a bookstore. Oh, that sounds so dreamy. I feel like if I didn't work with what I'm doing, I would definitely love to work in a bookstore. I feel like that would be amazing. Just being around books all the time. Like, yes please. But yeah, I can recommend it. It's really, really good. Can I guess where you're from? Are you from Sweden? Am I right? Yeah, I'm from Sweden. I am from Sweden. That is true. Swedish vampire here. But guys, I feel like we've been talking a lot, and it's time to do the second sprint before all rest of my energy from my body leaves me. So how do you feel? Are we starting to feel ready? I'm going to put up the text, and I'm bleeding but the vampires won't come. Aw, that's too bad. Oh my god. But maybe it's for the best. It's not always a good thing having a vampire after you, you know. It could end badly, so it would be nice to meet a vampire in real life, wouldn't it? Alright, okay, and for those of you who have arrived late, what we usually do now, we're going to enter the second writing sprint, so I am not going to read the chat or answer chat during that time. We are writing for 25 minutes. Yes, Kimberly, it's clickety-clack time. So I'm going to write, and those of you who want to write too, do that. It's a workshop stream, so I encourage you to work on something. Even if it's not writing, you can work on like Ludor, he's working on videos, or you can work on whatever you want to do, really. But as I said, I'm not going to focus on chat at all during this time, just focus on my writing. And then when 25 minutes has passed, we are talking a bit more before we finish. So yeah, that's how we do. Thank you for talking, good night, and see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Take care and have a nice evening. Blankets and hot water. I can't speak anymore. Hot water bottles for Umiko. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds. Yeah, that's. Do rest, Umiko, and take care. I feel for you. I really do. I'm guessing I know the reason for your stomach pain, and that is. Yeah, it sucks. It's painful to be a woman. That's for sure. So do take care, do take time to rest, and yeah, just relax. But yeah, gonna make sure my phone is ready. There. Alright, I am going to start a timer, so good luck everyone who wants to participate and have fun. Alright, good job everyone. And hello Gia, welcome, welcome. Let's see. What are we writing in chat? What have I missed? Oh, it's really late for you guys. I see, yeah. I'm very happy that you are deciding to be here with me, even though I know you're not feeling completely well, Umiko, and it's also like very, very late, but yeah, very thankful for you being here. Currently applying for a restaurant waiter job, although I'm still in school. Oh, okay, well, I wish you luck with that, Gia. I hope it goes well. Applying for it as a part-time for some extra money. Yeah, that would be nice. That sounds very good. Selling my right-hand one because it feels weird. Hope I might be able to cover some of it. Money for left guitar. Oh, okay. I see. So you're a guitar player. I see. Hello, Pyros. Welcome. Yeah. You are a bit late. We are on the finishing part of the stream, but you're welcome to hang out here for a while. And also, I can tell you, the Discord server is on its way. It is up actually, but I have not shared the link to anyone yet because I am trying to figure some stuff out first. I want it to work as properly as possible before I'm inviting you guys. So I'm going to have a short tech session with my mods here after the stream, and then I will share the link with you guys. Hopefully with the tech issues solved. Otherwise, we will make it work. I can improvise. It's good enough at least for people to join, but I'm a perfectionist. I want it to be perfect, but yeah, it's on its way. It will come today at least. I just finished a short where your new crush and you're doing blindfold suck. Oh my god, Dudor. The things that we say out of context, my goodness. Also, learning others to suck more to be less mad or something. Oh god. Yeah, the things I have, the things that have come out of my mouth during my streams. I'm so happy that my family aren't watching this. Although I must say, my mom is watching my shorts. That's a bit awkward. Especially since the short is very much out of context. Oh god. I don't know if I might get the job because I'm not 16 yet. I turned 16 in like 3 weeks. Okay, I see. Well, I will hold my fingers crossed for you at least. I hope it goes well and that you will be able to get it. It's nice to get working experience early, I say, because I never did that at all. Like every summer holiday, I was always being lazy. I never were doing any summer jobs or anything like that, but I do think in hindsight that it is probably a good thing to do. So yeah, fingers crossed for you, Gia. So what's the whole writing thing about? First time I pulled up to a non-gameplay stream from you. Oh yeah, it's I am an aspiring author. So the writing streams happen once a month. And it's kind of like a workshop stream, so we used to talk a lot. We have been talking more than usual today, actually. A lot of talking has been done. But we talk about writing, about life, about anything, and we do 2 writing sprints where we focus on writing on our projects, or working on other projects, or doing whatever we feel like, hanging out in chat and just talking, or just relaxing and listening to the wonderful sound of my clickety-clackety. So yeah, it's a mix, but it's like a workshop stream mostly, where we can work on our different projects. And it's an excuse for me to work on my project because I'm a slow writer. And since I started streaming, I have begun to prioritize my writing less and less. I mean, it was a bit unprioritized even before I started streaming, but it's been worse since I started with streaming, because whenever I get the free time and I don't like play games or read books or anything, I tend to like work on my videos. So yeah, my writing has suffered a bit. So I'm happy that I'm at least get some writing done during these streams. So at least once per month I get writing done, which is not enough, but it's something at least. Creating connections early helps a lot. Yeah, exactly. It really does. It really does. So, again, fingers crossed for you, Gia. I don't think there's many people with the energy to do summer jobs. Like it's vacation, you're meant to take a break. Yeah, that's what I always felt. And I'm an only child, so I've always been very spoiled. I've never had a need for like extra cash when I was young, because my parents have been very nice and taking good care of me. So yeah, I have been able to like fully relax during holidays and stuff. So yeah, I tried to write some stuff myself for a possible comic manga, but I'm terrible at committing to things. Yeah, commitment is a big issue, I feel, and a common issue. It's it's troublesome. I know the feeling. I have tried to like create a working writing schedule for me, but with work and life and everything, like I get home from work and I'm just dead tired, and it's hard to be creative when you can't even get your brain to work properly, you know? I mean, when I get home, I tend to like sit and just stare at nothing for an hour before I even have the energy to do anything. Like I sit and stare at nothing and pet my cat, and yeah, and then it's like dinner time, and then I have a social life as well. So I hang out with my friends during the evenings, and like, yeah. So writing like consistently, it's tough. It's definitely tough, but these writing streams do help. And also, we did in November, as a sort of like NaNoWriMo thing, although not NaNoWriMo, because NaNoWriMo is under controversy and we don't want to support them, but it was a like November writing marathon where I did it every week, and I was very productive then, so I am planning on doing more of those as well, like later during this year, maybe in March or something. I feel like that would be nice, like have a spring marathon to really focus on writing. So might do that. But yeah, it's I do like these streams. It's way more like relaxed than my gaming streams, I would say. Like we get to talk more freely, because I mean it is kind of focused because we do have writing as the theme and we do have the sprints, but we tend to talk about a lot of things like life and everything. So yeah. Lolly and Pass, I can't do talking streams. Yeah, I know. I still kind of feel that way. I mean, we do have more people in chat now, so you guys definitely help a lot. But yeah, it's not what I'm most comfortable with. I do enjoy talking to you guys. It's nice, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, to like get to know you guys and like talk in a more relaxed setting, without having to focus on a game story or anything. Just talking about whatever. But it is also a bit of a struggle, because I feel very self-conscious about my English, because it is not my first language and I want to be better at it than I am. Like, I feel like my English understanding is better than my English speaking, you know? Because I tend to lose words a lot. I mean, I do that when I talk in Swedish too. Just ask my friends, they know I tend to lose words, but it's even worse since English is not my first language, so I tend to be like just, what are words? And then I panic and be like, oh my god, people are watching me, people are listening to me, what am I doing? You know? But yeah, but I feel like I have gotten better at it. And especially since we are having more people in chat that are helping keeping the like ball rolling, you know? So yeah. Used to draw anime characters very often, but I do like it once a month now. Yeah. I would want to be able to draw. I actually got like, I think it was not this Christmas, but the Christmas before, I got for my mom like draw anime characters kind of book. Still haven't used it. I don't have time, sadly. But I would want to be able to draw. It's just not something that I have prioritized because I have so many other things that I want to do in my free time and I have so little time. Why isn't like the day longer? Why don't we have 26 hours instead of 24? Like, why? It would make life easier. And why can't we work less? Like 4 days a week for 6 hours a day. That would be perfect. Because I feel like time is it's like the biggest issue with everything. I don't have time to do all the things I want. And whenever the weekend comes, I feel like it just flies by. I wake up and then it's dinner time. Like for now, it's dinner time here. I'm getting hungry. And yeah, it's... I feel like I just woke up. Which I didn't. I have been up for hours and I have not accomplished anything today, almost. So yeah. I hate that I can't draw at all. Yeah, me too. Me too. I really can't. Hang on. I'm gonna Google a word here. Just because. Yeah. I had it right. I just wanted to double check. So when I was younger, I did a painting in black and white, which I was very proud of. I had it was supposed to be like a carnivorous rabbit with a sunset behind him. My parents, whenever I gave them that painting, they thought it was they thought it was a tick jumping parachutes. Like, that's my skill of drawing. Yeah, so no, I have no talent at all, and I'm very self-conscious about it too, because my mom is actually a painter, like as a hobby, not professionalist, but like she is amazing. Like her paintings are just magical, and I just can't, and I get so sad that I can't, because I feel like I would want to, because I feel like I'm disappointing my family because I can't. Like whenever we have relatives coming over, they're like always be looking at her paintings and being amazed, like, oh my god, they're so beautiful. And then they look at me like, Lolly, do you do anything creative? Do you paint? And I'm like, no, I still write, but it's not something I can show anyone, so no one notices that I do anything creative. Writing is such a lonely experience. Like, you sit there, no one reads what you do, no one really knows what you're doing, no one knows if you're good or not because you don't show it to anyone. So yeah, you just sit there on your own and be like, I'm creative too, I create strange magical worlds, but yeah. It's yeah, it's a struggle. I didn't get anything done this time. I ate chocolate. I mean, I feel like eating chocolate is getting something done. I want to eat chocolate too. I wonder if my stomach can handle it. My stomach is a bit iffy today, but I kind of want chocolate because I have decided that Saturdays are the day when I don't count calories and where I can eat what I want. And I want to eat chocolate. It would be tasty. Maybe I should. I don't know. I find drawing to be very satisfying when I'm not lazy about it. Yeah, I have actually had some like coloring books for adults that I have been using, not recently, it's been a while, because again, time, but it is very like therapeutic. It's very like calming and relaxing, so I can understand that, definitely. You can ask the Earth about its rotation speed. Yeah. I do that every day, and no day I don't get an answer. But yeah, time is way too short, definitely. It's, yeah. And yeah, Fia, I have streamed. I know, it is being productive, I know. It's just that I want to do more. Because, again, I feel like I just woke up and sat down and streamed. It's not true, I have been out today, actually, and experiencing the world in not a great way. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to talk about it because I feel like it is kind of personal, but yeah, I had a rough day, that's for sure. Weekends especially feel like a blink and it's over thing. Yes, very much so. Especially Saturdays. Like, I'm so tired on Saturdays that I sleep very long. I sleep to like almost 11. And, well, then you eat breakfast and then it's almost lunchtime immediately. And then the day is over, it feels like, so. My drawing seems to elicit laughter from my friends. In a good way or a bad way, Umiko? Like, laughter can be nice, but is it like they're laughing with you or at you? Because if they're laughing at you, that doesn't seem very nice. Yeah, a tick jumping parachute, exactly. It's, they did not see the rabbit at all, or the sunset. And I was so sad. I was like, how do you not see that it's a rabbit in a sunset? Like, it's not a tick. Ah, my god. Yeah, I wish I still had that drawing. That would have could have been a thing I could have posted on Discord if I still had it, but I think I threw it away after that. I was so disappointed. It was just like, okay, this is a piece of crap. We're throwing it away. I had two friends in school who are now tattoo artists, and the other one is an artsy person for an indie game developer studio. Oh! So I never really drew a lot. I see. Wow, that's cool. I feel like it's so conflicting sometimes to have very talented friends or family members. Like, you're happy for them and you're like being very proud of them, but at the same time you're sitting there like, why am I not good at this? It's so easy to like get jealous in a way, I feel. I feel that a lot with my mom's paintings. Like, I'm super proud of her. She is amazing, and I like praise her a lot, and yeah, give her a lot of credit for her paintings. But my god, I wish I could do the same things as she does, because wow, it's so amazing, really. But then again, I am writing, and sometimes I don't hate my writing, so I think I might have some talent for it. I mean, I've always been told since I was little that I do have a talent for it. So I mean, I kind of been holding on to those words, like, okay, this is my talent. I'm a writer. I can write. Like, but yeah. But I almost actually got one of my attempts at a book published. Like, I was sending it to one of the biggest publishing houses in Sweden, and they were considering it. It wasn't good enough, and they didn't tell me like what I could do to improve it. But they did actually say it was not like that standard denial letter that I got. It was actually like a bit more fleshed out, and they were like saying that they had considered it. So I'm holding on very much to that okay, I might have some talent. I might be good. I might be good enough. I have a friend who can finish really good drawings without sketching. That's insane, at least for me. Yeah, I agree. I agree, definitely. And I feel like it's the same for my mom. She's not drawing though, she's painting, but like, I don't think she's really sketching it out before either. She's more doing it just freely. And I just... yeah, and she always like sends me pictures of her paintings, like when she's painting them. So like before they are done, she sends a picture, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. And she's like, yeah, well, no, it's not that great. It's not finished yet. And I'm like, okay, if I could paint only this well, I would be happy. And then I see like her final result, and I'm like, oh wow, oh god. Lol, even worse, they're so good, there's no point in me even trying. Yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah. I feel like it's so easy to get jealous of other people, and I feel like we shouldn't. We should be proud of what we are good at. Like, we should never compare ourselves to other people. I know it's easier said than done. I do that a lot. I compare myself with a lot of other people. I compare myself to a lot of other VTubers, being like, why do they have so many followers? Why don't I? What am I doing wrong? But at the same time, I try to like be proud of what I have accomplished. And as I said earlier today, I am very proud of what I have accomplished, because when I started this, it was very much an experiment. I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy it. I wasn't sure I was going to be good at it. I thought it's going to be me and my friends forever. No one is going to bother to showing up. No one is going to enjoy this. And here I am having 282, at least last time I looked. I don't know if the number has changed while doing this, but last I looked, 282 subscribers. That's a lot of people that are actually actively choosing to watch my content. And that makes me so freaking proud. Like, I don't understand it, because I'm like, but why? There's so many other people you could watch. Why are you watching me? But at the same time, I get so happy every time. So yeah, thank you guys again, like so much. I love you guys. You do have talent, that is. Thank you, Duder. Thank you. And that means a lot, since you are one of the few people that have actually read what I'm writing. And also, like, in the first draft stage, that is not even the good stage. So yeah, I am happy about that. Compared to local Hellspawn, Lolly's success significantly rises. Don't say that, Will. Also, you have not been streaming for a while, so I mean, you couldn't really... You can't compare with that, so I mean, seriously, no. Again, we shouldn't compare ourselves to others. Like, that is only going to hurt us in the end. I'm starting to get better at it. I'm trying, at least with streaming. With writing, though, when I'm writing books and I read other books, yeah, that jealousy is big. Like, I'm like, oh, why am I even trying? My writing is so bad, but I'm trying. I'm doing it anyway, even though it is crap. So yeah, I think it's important to just keep going. If there's something you like, even if you do compare yourself to others and feel like you're not good enough, keep going anyway. Do it for you. Don't do it for anyone else. Do it for your own satisfaction. Because I feel like that's the most we can do. Because as soon as we start comparing ourselves to others, it's just going to hurt us. And we should do it for ourselves, not for anyone else. Yeah, I think that's the most healthy way to go at it. Although I am a bit of a hypocrite, because I know how easy it is to compare yourself to others and feel bad about yourself. I do that a lot, especially like on bad days. I'm a bit like bipolar in that in that regard. Like, some days I'm so proud of myself and I feel like super high on energy and I'm like, I can take on the world. And other days I'm just like crying in a corner kind of mood and be like, no, I suck. Everything I do sucks. Why am I even trying? I should just stop doing everything I'm doing. And yeah. So it's yeah, it's a struggle, and I think it's a struggle we all go through. Oh, 283 now. Okay, that's great. Thank you to the new subscriber. I don't know if you're here, but thank you. Most sane mod team. I mean, considering I'm the streamer here and I'm not really sane, so how is the saying? Alike seeks alike. I think we all are a bit crazy here, but that's fine. Normal is boring anyway. It's nice to be able to be a bit crazy once in a while, or always, you know. So yeah. Anyway, look at the time. I think it's about time for me to end this. I'm going to have a short tech session with my mods now and see if we can fix the remaining Discord issues. And then I'm going to give you guys the link in the community tab, so keep your eyes peeled on that. It's coming soon. And then I am going to go and get myself some dinner. I'm starting to feel really hungry. I haven't even had some like midday snack today, so I am super duper hungry. So yeah. I am peak insanity. You are, Quill, in the best way. Like mother, like daughter / sons. Yeah. That is also... I don't think that was what I was going for, but that's also true. The apple doesn't fall from the tree and all that, you know. I'm totally not crazy. I'm totally sane. Repeats like a mantra. Oh yes. We are all sane here. Totally sane. I mean... We are sitting here in a writing stream. How sane can we be? Like, I think all aspiring authors and also published authors are insane. Like, we are making up fictionary worlds, fictionary people in our heads and like treat them like if they are real. I don't think that's sane at all, but sanity is boring, you know? I'll try to show up earlier in the next streams, but for that I have to fix my terrible schedule. That's fine, Paris. I'm happy that you are able to be here, even if it's for just a shorter while. And again, VODs are always a thing, so that's good at least. And that's a very good thing about being a streamer on YouTube. The VODs show up immediately once I'm done, so yeah, it's there for anyone who wants to watch. Even though I understand that being there in real time is probably more entertaining because of the live interactions and stuff, but yeah. Treating them like they are real, and now we will make them suffer like they never suffered before. Oh yes, oh yes. My 4 characters, I mean, right now they have it kind of easy. Okay, my other main character, Max, I have 2 main characters, he is going through some stuff. Lutzi, he's mostly confused right now, but his life is kind of suffering anyway, so I mean, there's that. He's had a rough life, poor kid, but yeah. If you consider me as a friend, I have some question for his sanity. Well, I think we are all insane here, and that's wonderful. Anyway, guys, I really need to go and have that tech session and get myself some food before my body give out entirely today. Like I said, my energy has been low. You might not notice it because I am kind of pushing myself when I'm streaming to be like happy, to be not just gloomy and stuff, but my body is starting to be like, woman, leave, please, lay down. So I'm going to go and take care of my body, get some food, fix some Discord, and we can keep hanging out, we can keep talking there. I will try to be active, and people who know me in real life, they know that I am glued to my phone a lot, as long as I'm not like working or being with family or stuff, but whenever I'm free, I'm glued to my phone, so yeah, I will probably be on Discord a lot, so if you want to talk, just write in the chat there. Once I have given you the link. Keep your eyes peeled on the community tab. It will come up today. So, thank you guys for being with me here today, guys. I think I said guys twice there. Words, again, not my strong suit, apparently. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. Take care, have a nice evening, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!